Caleb Williams ran for 3 touchdowns, passed for 3 more, but the 8th-ranked USC football team still faces disturbing problems that they have to answer in the immediate future, despite a resounding 55-17 victory over Colorado at the Coliseum on Friday night. Hi there. I'm James of Faithful Angelino Sports with a rapid recap of Trojans football. And if you enjoyed talking about USC, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We talk about USC at length here. The Trojans are going to improve to 9-1 with the win. And considering that the Buffaloes are now 1-9, we could have easily assumed a victory, as frankly I did in the preview episode prior to the game. But the problems that Lincoln Riley and the men of Troy now have to face are twofold. One is if the defense itself is ready for a scheduled finale that includes 9th-ranked UCLA, 20th-ranked Notre Dame, and possibly, if they survive UCLA, Oregon in the Pac-12 title game. So that was the question that USC will have to answer. We'll talk about that in a moment. The second question that USC was presented with was a bit of a surprise in the second quarter when leading rusher Travis Dye left with an apparent left knee injury right before halftime. Players for both teams went onto the field to console the running back, who had an outside chance of surpassing 1,000 yards on the season. In the second half, Dye was seen on the sidelines with crutches, wearing an air boot. There was no prognosis given by USC training staff during the game. Losing Dye for this upcoming stretch is significant. He's more than just the Trojans' leading rusher. He is a featured receiver in this high-powered offense, and frankly, if he's not the receiver, he is considered the best pass blocker among running backs on the Trojans. Next man up, by the way, Austin Jones. He did play a significant chunk in the second half. He also caught a TD pass from Williams. We'll get back to the offense in just a moment. We mentioned earlier if the defense is now going to be ready for UCLA. Consider the run defense. UCLA rushes for an average of 242 yards a game. Notre Dame rushes for an average of 195 rushing yards per game. So, did you watch the game? And if so, did USC's defense meet the challenge? They gave up 17 points, which is okay. They forced 2 turnovers. They now have 19 turnovers to lead the conference. Defensive lineman Tuli Tuipulotu recorded 2.5 sacks and now leads the entire nation with 11.5. But they allowed 135 rushing yards. That's more than what Colorado averages for the year. So do you think the defense did enough? Because honestly, I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Williams completed 14 of 26 passes for 268 yards. On the minus side, he threw his second interception of the year. Jones, we mentioned him earlier, he rushed for 74 yards. He also caught 4 passes for 39 yards. Miller Moss replaced Williams in the fourth quarter. He passed a touchdown in relief. I'm assuming Williams was pulled due to the high scoring from USC and the fact that they didn't want to risk him getting injured. JT Shrout passed for just 97 yards for Colorado, but he also rushed for a touchdown. Alex Fontenot rushed for a game-high 108 yards for the Buffaloes. But again, question. Perhaps it's easier to replace Travis Dye on offense, considering the skill level that USC has. But did the defense do enough to give you confidence against 2 major rivals who know how to run the football in UCLA and Notre Dame? Let me know what you think about that in the comments thread. I'm genuinely interested to find out. And if you enjoyed talking about this game tonight, don't forget to subscribe to Faithful Angelinos. We talk USC sports here. Thank you for watching. I'm James. We'll be back tomorrow. Faithful Angelinos is a Kian Corta El Queso production. Take care.